How do I achieve this film look? Because I use Dehancer. So hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Chanakan, for those of you who are new to my channel and don't know my name yet. In today's video, I want to talk about and also show you a little tutorial how I achieved this film look for my previous videos and also short films. I've heard about this software for a while now and always wanted to try it out. Lucky enough, they reached out to me and gave me a full month to test their plugin. And I've been using their plugin almost a month now, and what I can say is just I totally fallen in love with it. They are Dehancer, and of course this video is sponsored by Dehancer, but I promise to give you my honest opinion and also honest review about their products, the cons and the pros, what I like and what I don't like. And also gonna show you how I work around the plugin. So what is Dehancer? You probably have heard it so many times already on the other channels, so I'm not gonna go so much into the detail. Dehancer is a theme emulation software and plugin designed for everyone who wants to get cinematic, analog films, nostalgic look for their video and even photos. More on that later. The plugins gives an amazing toolset which gives you digital video and photos a truly cinematic film look. Sounds great, isn't it? So let's jump right in the tutorial. So let's take a quick look at my setting. With the timeline format, I just leave it as it is. And then we're gonna go to color management and color science. I take DaVinci YRGB, and then for timeline color space, I use DaVinci White Gamut and Intermediate. And then for the output color space, I use Rec 709A because I use Mac. Scroll a little bit down to the lookup table. For the 3D lookup table, I use the 3 tetrahedral. So I have 3 videos here, and I just gonna create them in different way that you could do with Dehancer. You can directly apply Dehancer as your main color space transform. You just go to the source, change Rec 109 to shoot camera, and then select the camera that you shoot with. However, I shoot with Nikon and they don't have that option, so I have to go back and do the traditional way. I already have the color space transform that I saved from previous video, and it's just gonna apply it quickly. I'm just gonna go through it as quick as possible for you to know like how I did. So this setting is for the Nikon shooter. If you shoot your footage with Nikon, just apply the same setting here and you'll be fine. As you can see that I have 4 nodes here, and this one is correction that I use just for correct the exposure and contrast, highlight and shadow. And this one is coloring that I use for saturation, hue, temperature and also some color lifting. And for the last node that I created, I'm just gonna apply the Dehancer plugin, and you can see it's super intense. It changed everything from the image. So what you can do is you just scroll all the way down and then disable all tools. And then you just adjust your settings step by step. And here is what we know Dehancer is for. Look at that, they have tons of film stocks. It can be overwhelming for people who don't really shoot film like me. I did know a little bit, but I don't know as much, so I just mostly choose the film stock that I like and is match the mood of the picture or the frame. I also like that they have push and pull effect. This is Film Developer. I use this effect a lot because if I see anything flat, and I just boost the contrast from here and also boost the color and make it more intense but not too oversaturate. And this one is print, is emulate the print medium of the negative film. So you can see here they have different options from Lino, Canon, Fujifilm, Kodak, and Kodak glossy paper. So with this one, I just gonna go for the Fujifilm because I use the Fujifilm color stock. But it doesn't always apply the same rule, so you can be creative and you can just choose anything, depends on how you want your frame to look like. And I'm just gonna adjust the target white and exposure a little bit, also the contrast and color density. And now we're moving on to the color head. In this effect you can adjust like colors on your footage. In this case I'm not gonna change anything, so I'm just gonna disable it. Now we're moving on to the film grain effect, and you can see here the film grain is just nice, it's not super intense, and they have so many options as well. You also can adjust the amount of effect that you like, and they also have from lower ISO to higher ISO. With higher, of course, there will be more grain in your footage. And this is halation. So when you apply halation, you would see that it would be like a red, orangey halos around your bright area, which create a nice effect if you want to go for the film effect. So this is bloom. When you apply it, it would create like a soft effect around your highlight area in your footage. As you can see from here, I use it pretty much because I like the soften down of the contrast that it gives. And you also can adjust the amounts, of course. Now we're moving on to the second footage. I'm just gonna redo everything, apply the same thing, but this one I would show you a little different way. Let's say that we don't want the film look in this one, so you can also just disable it and then use just print instead, like what I'm gonna show you now. And I'm just gonna enable it and just take a look around which one is matched the most in this footage. I think I would go for the Kodak, yes. And this is the footage they got. And we're moving on to the last footage here. I'm gonna apply the color space tone from preset that I saved, exactly like before. In this footage, I wanna create really filmy look, so I'm gonna apply a lot of effects. As a film profile, I go for Kodak Extra 100, and also gonna adjust a bit of the film developer, mostly contrast and color boost, and also gonna expand the black points and the white points a little bit, just to create more depth of field. And now with the print, I think this one I'm gonna go for the Kodak because it looks pretty filmy to me. I'm gonna adjust the target white and the exposure a little bit more. As I said before, I really want to create a filmy look, so I'm gonna go like extreme film grain, halation, and also the bloom effect. I also want to show you how film damage effect look like in Dehancer. So I'm just gonna go for the 35mm and just let it be, and also the film breathe. When you apply this effect, it will change the exposure, color, and also contrast frame by frame, emulate the camera shutter like when you use the vintage camera. This one is called overscan, and this is happen when you enable it. So you see they have different options with different ratios you can choose. So for this one, I'm just gonna go for the super 35mm and it's fine. And vignette, I don't need that, and that's how the footage look. And this one is the version 1. I also gonna show you a different version with different setting.
So here is another version. If you say the first one is a bit too flat and you don't like it, this is how you can do as well. So just create another node before the Dehancer effect, and then I'm gonna call it LUT. And from there you can choose the LUT that you like and apply it to the node. And if you see if it's too intense, you just go to the key setting, and then at the key output you see the gain, and just bring it down until you find the right amount of the color that you like. And this is really super easy and not so complicated, and here is the final version. As you can see here, there's more contrast, it's more dramatic, and it still keep the theme effect that I like.
And there it is, that's how I did it. With Dehancer, I can say that I spend less time on color grading and still getting the cinematic look I always wanted. One thing I really like about Dehancer is how easy to install and also super easy to use. I do still need some adjustment to achieve the look I want for each project. That's not a big thing because you have to do anyway. Another big plus about Dehancer is that the theme profiles that they offer. Over 60 themes stock with many different theme effects that I can use. Personally, I use the paid version of DaVinci Resolve, so we also have those theme effects like the bloom, grain, elation, theme damage, and so on. But somehow Dehancer gives a more aesthetic, natural theme look rather than an overly intense effect like DaVinci Resolve version itself, as you may see from these two videos right here. What I love most is that I can apply every theme effect into just one node. With the DaVinci Resolve version, I cannot just apply all in one node. I have to create like different nodes, and of course it's not a big deal, but still I would prefer to just apply all the effects in one node because I'm kind of lazy. Anyway, and what I don't like about Dehancer, honestly, there's not many that I don't like, and it's not so many issues that I found. One thing is that the effect by the default setting can be super intense when I apply it to the node. Like you can see it here, it's pretty intense. It is because the plugin automatically enables a lot of effects by default. But you can adjust the effect, the whole thing, by scroll all the way down and bringing down the total impact of the effect. Or if you want to manually do it step by step, then just click on the disable all tools. Another downside that I find is that some theme stock is kinda flat to me. But maybe I did something wrong, or maybe I just need to adjust something around it. Other than that, I think that the Dehancer team did really great job, and the Dehancer plugin itself is great. It's also super easy to use, which I love so much, and I have never found any issue, anything else just yet. Most important fact is that I took some time to read through the manual, try to understand the plugin, what it's designed for, what it's capable, and how it works. What I'm trying to say here is it's just understanding the product before you're using it. The more you know about it, the more you know about its capability, the better result you would get. Dehancer also just launched their iPhone and iPad app, which works similarly to the desktop plugin, which includes more than 60 legendary theme stocks from Kodak, Fujifilm, Ilford, Agfa, and so on, and also real-time editing optimized for iOS with smooth lag-free performance, and also cinematic color grading tools and full creative control just like on the desktop version. Last but not least, seamless workflow integration, which you can edit both photos and video, save presets, and maintain consistent color grading across projects. And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to download or buy the plugin, use my promo code CKGallery to get 10% discount on your purchase. And if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much to me. You can check all my videos on my channel, including my short films. Thanks again for watching and see you in my next video. Bye for now.